what's up guys? Sawadika. If you train a lot and if you spar a lot in particular, then you definitely already know this theory, but I think it's an important one to keep in mind. Strong fundamentals is the most important thing in Muay Thai. Most of you have probably already heard some version of this analogy, but say I have two brand new Nak Muay. Say I have two people of the same physical capabilities that have never trained before. They both have the same amount of training time, and then they're going to face each other in competition. Person A is going to focus really hard on 2 or 3 techniques. Going to get really fast, really powerful, and really precise with them. Their aim's going to be good, and they're going to be able to find context for those techniques within the competitive realm. Person B is going to try to learn 20 things. From nothing, they're going to try to learn 20 things because they want to have a lot of weapons when they go to the competition, and they're going to have a lot of options. When competition comes up, person A is going to win because they have developed those skills that they really focused on to a point that they can use them properly, and they can use them, they've developed it so where they have a feel for it, and they're used to throwing it against the defense. They're used to finding a spot for it in the right context. Person B has practiced many things a few times, but he or she hasn't advanced any of them beyond just the theoretical level. They may have done a few repetitions, but they haven't reached the comfort level that person A has with their 2 or 3 techniques that they're really focused on. That's a specific example that applies. So these two folks were started off at the same level, and they both have competition in mind. But no matter what your physical capabilities, your fitness level, no matter your experience level, no matter what your goals are in your training, the same principle applies. It's much more beneficial to focus on getting better at something that you already know how to do, to make yourself a little bit better at it so that it's actually useful for you because you can execute it properly, than to let something set at that mediocre level and add more things that you're really never going to become advanced at or master or get the real feel for. It could be said that the same principle applies to all sports. So if you think of basketball, I could learn how to dribble between my legs. I could learn some fancy pass that goes like that, so I look over there and it goes over there. But if I don't practice my jump shot because I go, well, I already know how to do a jump shot well enough, you know, I'm just going to leave it. My jump shot's good enough. Then guess what? When I'm not practicing that and I'm practicing funky other things, and somebody else is practicing his jump shot, guess who's going to have the higher percentage? That guy. So when it comes down time to who's going to take the shot, he's going to get the ball. And if I get the ball, I have a higher chance to miss mine than that guy who's been practicing. I know that the other side of the coin of this is that it can become boring if you're training several times per week to just focus on those same few attacks and never try to integrate anything new. And of course, you can switch in just for a break in the action. You can integrate in new things and try out different attacks that you don't do a lot. But more importantly, you can think about your attacks that you're focused on in new ways. So think about the angle at which your kick is coming up. Feel it coming from your hip, your roundhouse kick. Feel it coming from your post foot on the floor, your roundhouse kick. All of these little details that today you can focus on this detail. Tomorrow you can break it out and focus on a different detail, to the point that by the end of the week you're just a little bit better than you were. And that little difference in the power and the speed and the rotation, the form and the precision of your roundhouse kick going from here, from a 7 to an 8, is so much more important in the grand scheme of things than staying at a 7 and integrating in a new, well, now I know how to do a turning back kick, but you're not really good at that either. You just learned how to do it. So wouldn't you rather go from a 7 to an 8 here? Now, everyone who you spar against is going to have trouble defending that now, because now you're really proficient at it. So like I say, if you guys train all the time and you spar all the time, I'm probably preaching to the choir already. You probably already know that your fundamentals are the most important thing, and that's what you should be primarily focusing on. Don't worry about learning 90 new things every month. Try to just get better at the things that you already know, because that's a really powerful thing. That's how you elevate your game. Capcom Cut. Take care of yourself.